Hello and welcome everyone. My name is Jessica Dietrich. I'm one of the counselors here at Lumpkin County High School. I have students' last names G through O. We're excited to have you join us for this virtual parent-family video that we will be covering for our current freshman students who are the class of 2026. We take pride in being able to share a lot of different information to help support you and your student at home in order to be educated about their options and available things here for them to enjoy, get involved in, and learn during their high school years in order to look at different options and opportunities that await your student after high school so that way they can maximize their time and opportunities. So again, we'll be covering a lot of different information related to academics, being involved, supporting your student here during their high school years. So hopefully you find this information helpful, and we will go into a lot of information in more detail in the next few slides.
Hi, I'm Rhonda Irvin, school counselor for students with the last names P through Z. Beginning in late January and in February, we counselors will be meeting with our freshmen to start the course registration process for the 23-24 school year. During this time, we will review the academic courses that students need, and students will also select their elective courses. Then in March, the requests will be sent home for approval and any changes that might need to be made, and then schedules will be sent home at the end of the school year in May. In order to graduate from Lumpkin County High School, students must have 28 credits. These credits must include 4 credits in English, 4 credits in math, 4 credits in science, 4 credits in social studies, 1 credit of health and personal fitness, and then students must also have 3 courses in 1 pathway. And some examples of pathways that we have here at Lumpkin County High School are carpentry, healthcare, agriculture, business, and several other pathways that we have for students to choose from. And along with those 3 courses in a pathway, students must have a minimum of 8 additional credits. In this next slide, you see an example of the Individual Graduation Plan, or IGP for short. This is a document that we counselors use to record credits that students earn during their high school career. And each student will receive a copy of their IGP when we meet with them during their freshman meeting. So as I mentioned before, students must have 28 credits in order to graduate from Lumpkin County High School. And again, this is a document that we record all the credits on. To the right, you see the 4 core subject areas: English, math, social studies, and science. So typically for English credits, students have 9th grade literature, 10th grade literature, American literature, and then a 4th core English class such as British Lit or Multicultural or an AP class. For math, students must have Algebra 1, Geometry, Algebra 2, and then a 4th level math credit. Social studies credits must include world history, American government and civics, U.S. history, and economics. And then the 4th core area of science, students must have physical science or physics, environmental science or chemistry, biology, and a 4th core science. And then on the left-hand side, again, you see where we record all of these credits along with their elective credits and their pathway credits, health and PE, and modern languages if students choose to take those courses. There's a lot of important information that students need to keep up with during their high school career, and several of those things are listed on this slide. It is important that students check their transcript, and students will get a copy of their transcript during their freshman meeting. A transcript is an official document that lists courses, whether they received a credit for those courses, and also their grades. It is important for students to keep up with their GPA, and that stands for grade point average, as well as their IGP Again, that stands for Individual Graduation Plan. During the freshman meeting, we counselors will discuss a 4-year plan with students. This is basically just a discussion about what they're thinking about doing later on after they graduate from high school. It is important that students pick a pathway, as I mentioned before. We have several pathway choices here at Lumpkin County High School, and students must have 3 courses in one pathway. Rigor is part of the Hope Scholarship and Zell Miller Scholarship that will be discussed later on, but basically these are upper level courses, and it's a requirement for the Hope Scholarship. And then it's important that students take at least 2 courses of the same modern language if they're thinking at all about going straight into a 4-year university once they graduate from high school.
In this slide, I'll share information about the Hope Scholarship Program. The Hope program here in Georgia is the largest state scholarship program to help support students in their college education at 2- or 4-year colleges and technical schools. It's a great source of support because it is quite a significant chunk of money. Currently, the Hope Scholarship pays for about 80% of college tuition, and the biggest takeaway here is that it is tied to how students perform in their academics when they have graduated from high school. So bottom line, taking classes seriously, striving for high grades, especially in those academic classes, is a message we really try to drive home for our students here at Lumpkin County High School. So that way, at the end of all that hard work, students walk away and graduate being eligible for the Hope Scholarship or the Zell Miller Scholarship, so that there's a great source of support for their goals if they are going to do any kind of college preparation or program. So in order to be Hope Scholarship eligible, when a student graduates at the end of their senior year, they must have a 3.0 or higher Hope GPA and take 4 or more rigor classes, which are the state-defined higher level math, science, and any AP or dual enrollment core classes. The Zell Miller Scholarship is the higher classification of the Hope Scholarship that pays 100% of college tuition here in the state. In order to be eligible for that program, students have to have a higher Hope GPA, that academic core. They must graduate at the end of senior year with a 3.7 or better Hope GPA, still have taken those 4 or more rigor classes during their time here in high school, and achieve a SAT or an ACT score that meets the minimum. The Zell Miller Scholarship test scores are a 26 or better ACT test in one test sitting, or a 1200 or higher SAT test score in one test sitting. So in order to be eligible for either the Hope Scholarship or the Zell Miller Scholarship, it is very key that students have those grades in their courses during their time in high school. For Hope calculations, any academic classes that were taken in middle school do not count, so it's only grades 9 through 12 that the Hope GPA is based on, and it's only their core academic classes. So for Hope, they are looking at English grades, math, science, social studies, and then any modern languages. So for their Lumpkin County High School transcript, all students will see a GPA that's based on all classes that they take here at the high school, but for those purposes of earning this money for the Hope Scholarship program, it's only their English, math, science, social studies, and language courses that are tracked. So in order to be able to achieve that 3.0 or higher Hope GPA at the end of their senior year, the minimum would be a 3.0 or better on the Hope GPA, so aiming for B's or better in any of those academics. Students and families can view their Hope Scholarship GPA report themselves by going to gafutures.org and creating an account with the student's social security number, and that way you as a parent can actually see the same information that we as high school counselors can see for a student with what their current Hope GPA progress is. So we do recommend doing that, especially when we start meeting with your students when they become juniors and seniors. We do talk about their progress toward earning that Hope Scholarship with our individual student meetings and with families. So that way you're not surprised by this information, but there is a lot of great support and money attached to students who do well during their time in high school. So that is information about the Hope Scholarship program. Advanced academic opportunities. Here at Lumpkin County High School, we have many different ways for our students to get involved and learn at a deeper level to really connect and identify their strengths, their abilities, and skills to prepare them for whatever next level that they have after high school. With these advanced academic opportunities, these are primarily focused on developing their skills, abilities, and earning credits for college placement, whether it's a 2 or a 4-year college plan in the future. So that way students are not only just prepared for college work, but can also actually start out ahead in college by earning credits during their time here in high school. So the two main ways that students can do this here at Lumpkin County High School is through our advanced placement program. These are AP courses. These are academic classes that are available for our 9th through our 12th grade students in certain subject areas. They are college level classes taught here at the high school by a high school teacher. And then students take an exam at the end of the class where, depending upon the score on that exam, they'll receive that score back during the summer. That is a score that they can take when they have left high school to colleges in order to receive college credit for courses at the college level. So that's our AP program. And again, that's something that we really work with our students individually as counselors and families and student interest to identify, as well as teacher recommendations for what students may want to challenge themselves in those strong areas academically. Our dual enrollment program is also an option for students to earn college credit. This is mainly for students who will be in the 11th and 12th grade. And what dual enrollment is, it's a program that partners with colleges where students can receive both credit toward their high school diploma as well as receiving a college credit for a course. We mainly partner with the University of North Georgia and Linear Technical College for this program, but there is a range of other colleges that students may take courses through as well. Dual enrollment's a lot different than AP. Again, AP courses are available here at the high school on the high school calendar taught by high school teachers. Dual enrollment, there are classes where students take them physically through the college, where they either take it directly online through the college or they drive to the college campus. And then we have also recently begun a program where we have credits through Linear Technical College here physically at the high school that's taught at the high school building where students can receive college level English and math credits. We do have with dual enrollment, there's academic opportunities as well as earning college credit for career and major related classes such as areas in welding, criminal justice, computer technology. There's a range of different items available here for students. So the biggest thing what we do as counselors is really when we're meeting specifically with your current 9th grade students when they are in the 10th grade looking at rising up into their 11th and 12th grade years on what their goals are, what their plans are, what they would like to challenge themselves, and how that best path looks like for them to go about that. We do have some students who are interested in some highly selective colleges, and in certain cases, depending on the class, the subject area, certain college plans, AP courses may be preferred over dual enrollment. For other student situations, dual enrollment may make more sense for their plans. So again, that's a very individual conversation that we have with students and families between them and the counselor as we are working on their individual graduation plans. So if at any point any questions arise about academic planning and opportunities, definitely reach out to your students' counselors, and we are happy to help answer those for you. At Lumpkin County High School, each student is assigned to a school counselor based on what their last name is. Here at the high school, all students with last names A through F fall underneath Miss Gerard. All students with last names G through O fall underneath myself, Miss Dietrich, and then all students with last names P through Z fall underneath Miss Irvin. And what each school counselor does here at the high school level, we really work to be a team with you as family members and your student to plan for their time here in high school, how to be successful, how to navigate different questions and things that come up, and ultimately also looking at what those goals and making steps to work toward progress toward earning those goals, whatever that looks like for your child after they leave high school. Each counselor maintains an IGP, or again, that individual graduation plan, which is a document where we work on making sure that students are meeting the state requirements to earn their diploma and graduate. And then also we work with students and families each year to select courses, answer questions about available choices and things that meet that student's pathway and how they want to get to where they want to be after they leave high school. We also help coordinate as counselors with lots of different teachers, families, community services, and different things about different life situations, questions. So definitely feel free to reach out to your student's counselor at any time that you have questions about their academics or life here in high school. If we don't have the answer, we can definitely connect you and try to find you the right person with that answer so that way you're able to get your questions answered.
My name is Kate Gerard, and I'm the counselor for last names A through F, and I will be talking about the next 3 slides. So 9th grade success. This is very important. You might feel like you have 4 years of high school, so this year doesn't matter, but I assure you it matters a lot. So how can you be successful in 9th grade? Well, one thing you can do is seek connections, meaning make at least one friend in every class. Have something to look forward to with each class that you're going to. Someone that you can feel comfortable with, that you can ask questions and talk with. It's just important to have some kind of connection in every class. Get involved with a sport or a club, some kind of activity with the school. We have so many activities, not just sports. We've got lots of clubs, lots of things that you can get involved in. So find out with your group of friends, see what everyone's involved with, and get involved. That will help you buy into school and want to be here a lot more. Some students come to school just for those activities, and then as a result, they have good grades, and it helps them get here and have something to look forward to. Ask your teachers for help. So each teacher has office hours that are posted. So if you miss a day, ask for help. Don't wait to do that. You can ask in different kinds of ways. You can ask in person, you can ask via email, and you can ask via text with our school status, which is a great opportunity for students to learn how to advocate for themselves. Teachers want to help you, so when you ask for help, they really want to give you help. But don't wait to the last minute and want help on everything right before the final. As you go, ask for help. Ask those questions that other people might be too afraid to ask. It's important to take all your classes and grades seriously. So your student or your grades are now being calculated in your GPA, which is your grade point average. All of these final grades go on your transcript. So all your classes that are attempted and the grades you received are recorded. There's no way to erase a bad grade. So if you fail a class and say you have 9th grade English and you fail, you have to have 9th grade English to graduate. So you will have to take it again, but that passing grade that you get the second time will not replace the failing grade. It will just go on there as well. So you'll have 2 grades. You'll have a 9th grade failure and then also a 9th grade passing. That does affect your GPA, meaning that 0 is averaged in to the rest of your grades. So instead of a 4.0 for an A, a 3.0 for a B, or a 2.0 for a C, the 0 for an F will be averaged in. That can really wreak havoc on your GPA. So anything you can do to get that up to passing to a C is very, very important for you to do. So please take your grades seriously. So how can you be successful? Well, make a habit of getting your homework completed and turned in. So don't procrastinate your homework and try to get everything in at once, because that is very overwhelming. And it's not something that is recommended because you probably won't get it all in or you won't do a good job. If you have homework, get it done that night or in class if you have time to get it done in class. And ask those questions. If you don't understand the homework, ask your teacher questions. Every single grade is important. It doesn't matter if you make all A's on the test. If you don't turn in your daily grades or your homework grades, get zeros, that will bring your grade down. It is important to start now. One of the best ways to be successful in high school is to attend school. Attendance matters. Obviously, if you are sick, please don't come to school. We don't want to catch your illness. But when you are feeling well, we want you to come to school. Why? Because a missed school day is a lost opportunity for you to learn. So a teacher teaches for an hour and a half, and if you miss that day, then it's an hour and a half worth of lesson that you've lost. And no matter how many questions you ask, sometimes it's hard to get all that information. So it's important to attend when possible. The teachers are more effective when you are in school. Chronic student absence results in the teacher not really being able to provide the student with the best learning opportunities. Why? Because they taught in class. So if you attend school regularly, then it has been shown that you'll achieve at higher levels than students who do not. Simply just being here, listening to the teacher, getting your stuff in is so helpful. So those days where you just want to sleep in, get up, make yourself get up, and remember, this is important for my future. This is something that I need. I need to graduate high school, and I need to show to my future employers that I can make it on time to school and I can be here. Therefore, I can make it to work or I can make it into college. So it's very important that you attend. So communicate with your teachers when you miss. So if you're sick and you miss, communicate with your teachers. You'll have missing assignments that they'll post and make up arrangements. So look at their office hours, which each teacher has, and get with them to make up those missing assignments that you might have gotten when you were out. So how can parents help their students? Well, we can stay connected. We don't need to monitor every little thing they do. However, it's important for us as parents to stay connected. So you can check us out. We have a 360-degree virtual tour, and it's at our website, as you see on the screen, www.lchs.lumpkinschools.com. This gives you all the information that you may need to know. We try to keep it updated. We also send out things on social media through the text service that we have. And if the students are connected to their Google Classroom, that information will be there as well. The counselors, we also have our own website that we have things like academic counseling, Georgia College and Career Counseling, Georgia Hope Counseling, social and emotional counseling, also things that deal with scholarships and academic needs, social needs coming up. You can check us out at our website. It is www.lchs-counseling.weebly.com. It's very important to be in the know so you don't feel like you're missing out on anything. And we are always here to help you, so you can always give us a call if you need us. We'd be more than willing and very grateful to help you out on any questions that you may have.
The Indian Memo is a great resource for students and families to keep up with everything going on here at Lumpkin County High School. The Indian Memo will include the weekly schedule, also any updates and events, and this is emailed to your inbox every Friday, and the sign up there is shown on our slide. Freshmen, if you have not done so already, it is important that you sign up on the Google Classroom for your class of 2026 cohort. Again, this is on Google Classroom for cohort of 2026. There's a lot of information that is sent through your Google Classroom cohort with deadlines, different opportunities, and it's important to get used to checking that because through the next several years, we will be sending lots of information through your Google Classroom cohort.
Here at Lumpkin County High School, we have an amazing team of our administrators and student services staff that are all very available and ready to assist you as family members or your students at any point during their time here at the high school for questions, planning for after graduation, anything with life. We are all available. Please reach out if you have any questions. We'd love to be able to discuss this with you. Our administrative team is Mr. Billy Kirk, our principal, along with our assistant principals, Ms. McPherson, Mr. Matthews, and Ms. Powell. And then our student services staff, our 3 counselors, Ms. Gerard, myself, Ms. Dietrich, and Ms. Irvin, as well as our graduation coach, Coach Jones. We also have a school social worker, Ms. McElwaney, and then our front office team of Ms. Gilreath in attendance, Ms. Self, our counseling secretary, and then Ms. Gooch, the school registrar. At any point you have any questions for any of us, we'd love to be able to help you. And here on this slide is a listing of some helpful links and information that you may find valuable and wish to explore related to planning for your students' time here in high school. These links include georgiafutures.org, which again is where students and families may view their Hope Scholarship eligibility information, as well as if they are exploring dual enrollment in the future. There's a lot of great tools available on gafutures.org. And then, of course, the ACT and College Board websites are where students and families register for the SAT and ACT exams for college placement in the future. And then there's also a couple of links here related to looking at college planning and then our counseling website for the high school, where we provide specific information for Lumpkin County High School and our students on planning for their time here at school. There's also an awesome curriculum guide video that's available that Ms. McPherson has put together that's available for families. If you haven't had a chance to really dive into the options available here at the high school, we have a lot of great things here in our curriculum. And then the individual graduation plan video link here is a video that explains our process in the counseling office of how we schedule students and available course options and the academic requirements here in high school. Lumpkin County High School is also very active and visible on social media. We would love to have you follow our accounts and see all the awesome things that are going on inside and outside of the classroom here at the high school community. We are available on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram by following us at the information that's listed here on this slide. And this concludes our Class of 2026 Freshman Parent Night meeting. We do hope you have found this video valuable, and we appreciate you spending time with us when you're watching this video to be an invested partner in your students' education. Again, at any point you have any questions for any of us in the student services team, our administrators team, or our counselors, please reach out to us and let us know. And I wish you guys a great evening.